Good afternoon and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today I'm using corn. So this is the natural grain before they started developing it. I've got my starter here which is grown. What we're going to do is add 2 cups of warm water to a bowl. And I've got to get some warm water. Now I showed you how to make this, and I'm using warm water because the flour is out of the freezer, so it's not as room temperature as it should be. So you need 2 cups of warm water. How to test is on your wrist. If the water doesn't feel hot or cold, it's the right temperature. That's how you know it's 98.6, just the way the yeast loves it. We're going to warm this up a bit. And while we're doing that, did I get a fork out? No, I'm going to have to get a fork to get this out because it does not come easy. All right. I need 1/4 of my culture here. And this is corn. This is not the sourdough or the regular flour. This is the corn, the all-purpose. The first wheat that comes naturally without it being bred with other ones to have a high chromosome. This one has a little, just 2. Now we need 1/4 of a cup of this. First I have to take this top part off. It's very, very tacky. This is going to be a couple of parts because it takes time for this to rise. So we're going to be like tomorrow morning and maybe tomorrow afternoon. So there's going to be different parts to this one that we're doing. I'm just getting it out of the jar right now. You must know what I'm doing. Just trying to get 1/4 of a cup of culture. Okay, that water's warm. Oh, I'm going to make a mess again. And I need 1/4 of a cup of this. You want to talk about a dough that is tacky? This one is like extremely, extremely tacky. Yeah, that's just about 1/4 of a cup. We're going to put this in this water. And we're going to mix it, which is very important. It'll dissolve into a creamy texture. That's what I'm going to be working on right now. I can show you. Hold on, do not clump over. See how sticky it is? This is really tacky compared to yeast that we know. This yeast takes a long time. You don't need this yeast, which is really interesting. You fold it and stuff. And I'll show you how to do that, but we're going to make this no-knead overnight. I ran out of bread, and my family's looking for it, and I said, okay, I'll get it. And what I have left in here, I'm going to work on and feed it, and get that culture going again. What's beautiful about this is you can, after you get it started, you only have to feed it once every 7 days, and keep it in the refrigerator. This takes a bit to break it down to get it to do what it has to do. It's a slow-moving yeast, but it's a very good one. I wonder if this would help. I just want to get it dissolved. Once you have it dissolved, then you can start adding stuff, but you can't add anything to it until we get this dissolved and just have it all blended nice together. you'll see pieces of it. Let's see. Okay, we did it. Now we're going to add, let's see, 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt, they say. I'm gonna have a mess to clean up. Okay, we're going to start adding flour to this. We're going to need, it says add the flour, that's 6 cups. You want all the flour, okay. This flour, I don't think you will get in the store. So you're going to have to order it from Amazon. We're adding 6 cups of flour to the water, yeast, and salt. Oh, what the heck? Just empty the bag out. Now we're going to mix this. This is very, very tacky. I am not going to lie to you. This is very tacky. Because in corn and your culture made from it, it does not absorb the flour and stuff easily. It will be sticky. I don't know if mine's going to be. And this doesn't really take kneading either, which is interesting because when you make it, you have to sit there and fold it a certain way. So I'll be showing you how you fold when you work with incorn. They do make a whole grain incorn, and the white, I did not get the whole grain because I'm not ready for it. I am learning a different way of working with this kind of flour. Flours we have today, you can't go wrong making. But dealing with sourdough, and this is totally different. And as you work it, you'll see it gets tackier and tackier and tackier. Let's see what else they want me to do. Okay, we're going to work this until it gets tacky. And it will get tacky, believe you me. And then we're going to put saran wrap over this, cover it up, put it in a warm spot, and we're going to leave it till tomorrow. So this is done much different than the ways I've shown you. This flour and this sourdough. This is the ancient grains that they used, the natural ones before they crossbred them. So you don't really need it. I'm just working it in until it gets tacky. It's starting to get there. It's getting, I can feel it wanting to stick to my hands. It's got to be worked a little more. You're not washing the bowl or anything. See, it wants to stick to my hands. Okay, let me wash my hands and get to the next step. But this grain is really very interesting. Okay, we're going to cover this with saran wrap and towels and put it in a dark spot, and we are going to leave it for about 15 hours, so that means somewhere around 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. That should be doubled, and we'll be able to work with it. If you're new to this channel, when you hear me say saran wrap, you know it is plastic wrap. I don't know why they changed the name of it. Come on. Okay. The tighter you wrap it and pull it, the better it will be. My little hotel will have it anyway, so I'm not concerned about it too much. Okay, that will be it. I've talked to you about the incorn already, so you already know about this flour. So we will wait till tomorrow into the morning, and then we'll go into part 2 of this and getting this bread done. See you then.